The U.S. team making its way to the practice gym. They will sit out this rotation. But making their debut, the talented, powerful Romanians, led by Lavinia Milosevic, second to Shannon Miller in the '94 World Championships, the reigning European champion, Gina Gozhen, and we'll also get a look at China's new little darling dynamo, gymnastics version of Muggsy Bogues, Mo Yilan, 4'2" and 60 pounds. But first, Nadia Hodigan of Romania on the vault.
Unfortunate injury the other day in practice. Nadia sprained her ankle quite badly, I might add. I saw the black and blue and the swollen ankle, and there's one thing you can guarantee: she will not hold back on this event.
And vault is an event where that ankle injury is a factor. It hurts. Once again, the blind landing, and once again, a pretty big hop when she lands. Another criticism with this vault, and you'll see it in slow motion here. She's supposed to keep her body completely stretched or straight in the air. She has a little bit of bend in the hips right there. That's a deduction, as well as that shuffle forward on the landing.
Score on the first vault for Nadia Hodigan, named after the most famous Romanian gymnast of all time, of course, Nadia Comaneci.
Now they're going to take the best score of the two, and you can bet on her mind at this moment she will do her very best to try to stick this second vault. Overcompensated just a little bit. She seemed to have a lot more power. The body form was a little better, but quite a severe hop on the landing.
And the second vault score, a 9.7. So Nadia Hodigan will go with the first score. And now here's Mo Yilan, just 15 years old. She swept all 4 events at this year's Asian Games. She can barely see over that balance beam.
She is a showstopper, I'll tell you. Every event you watch her, and you just have a smile on your face, and you're blown away.
Hear the audience reacting to all of the performances going on simultaneously. Whoops.
Balance check right there. That, of course, is a deduction. Watch this. She tumbles on the beam. Look at the height. Oh, incredible.
You know, the Chinese have such a wonderful style on this apparatus. Very fluid, but at the same time, Mo moves along quite quickly. Again, another slight balance check there. Those add up. Just the dismount left. She'll tumble the entire length of the beam in combination. Round off, back handspring. She almost missed her foot on the balance beam. I don't know how she got that double back in.
Of course, it would be very bad if she didn't get that foot down, but let's take a look at the beginning of the exercise. You might not have noticed this in regular motion. Folks, she's on a 4-inch wide balance beam, and she's balancing on one arm in a handstand and then lowers down to a straddle out. Pretty neat stuff.
What a close call on this dismount, though, Tim. Not a lot of room for error. Remember, just 4 inches wide. She basically had her big toe on the beam, but yet she still generated enough height to get 2 saltos around, almost too much.
The big toe of Mighty Mo, her nickname, Mo Yilan. And the score for her on the balance beam, a 9.662 in her first appearance in these World Team Gymnastics Championships. And there is the United States team in the practice gym warming up for their upcoming beam routines, but someone is missing. And that someone is the most decorated gymnast, man or woman, America has ever known. World champion, Olympic medalist. If this team has a heart, a leader, it is Shannon Miller. So why isn't she or her coach here?
I don't think we left midway through. We did exactly what we were supposed to do, and that was help the USA team. And I don't know how they finished. Do you?
The story of how the United States team finishes today will be largely told by what happened here earlier this week, when Shannon and her coach, Steve Nuno, made their brief appearance during the compulsory round of these championships. And in the compulsory round, Shannon Miller began her routine on the uneven bars
nearly flawlessly up until the very end. Look what happens here. She misses her foot, has to start all over again. This is a gigantic error. It was a beautiful exercise, but she added a part. She missed an element.
And the only question was, what would her score be? And that score was met with disdain by the Russian coach, who protested preferential treatment for the two-time defending world champion.
Basically an impossible score. She's embarrassed by it. Nobody likes to see that.
So the United States team left the hall to a chorus of jeers, while Shannon Miller and Steve Nuno quietly left the country.
We knew that Steve, or more importantly, Shannon, was going to compete the compulsories for us, and weren't sure whether she'd compete in the optionals when we started over.
Federation, in fact, we had a meeting yesterday before we decided to go, and it was actually their idea that they were on the understanding that we were going to do compulsories, and it was their idea that they were in agreement for us to leave as well.
Just who decided it was time for Shannon and Steve Nuno to leave is certainly up to question. But there's no questioning the immediate impact their unexpected exit had on the team. One hour after the departure was made public, the remaining American girls had to go out and earn a spot in today's finals.
This was not the same team that walked out on the floor a couple nights before. The inexperience showed up, and they lost their composure at times.
And perhaps most vulnerable to this heightened pressure was the inexperienced Amy Chow.
Everything just seemed to snowball for Amy. She had 2 falls on vaulting, 3 on the balance beam alone.
So what you need to do, wipe it off. It's gone, it's done, right? Can't go back and do it again, can you? Nope, it's over. Just forget about it.
I was a little disappointed maybe that they left, because I think that Steve was an inspiration to the team. I think he's got some leadership that is needed.
You know, there's a lot of other talented kids, and, you know, we can't just all revolve around Shannon. So, you know, it's hard that she's not here with us, but I think we can do it without her.
We'd like to send a message to the USA girls who stay back behind. Good luck. Bring home a medal to the USA.
Tonight on One Full. Long list of gymnastics credentials on Lavinia Milosevic's resume, including 2 gold medals at the '92 Olympics in Barcelona, one of them coming in the vault.
Same vault we've seen from a number of competitors here. The same blind landing and the exact same big hop forward.
What makes it so difficult, as you mentioned, Tim, is the blind landing. She has to know exactly where she is, and she doesn't know that till her feet have hit the ground. It's all about timing.
She really is the leader of this Romanian squad. All the other athletes look to her for guidance and inspiration. She'll be looking for that ground, try to stick that landing a little better. Maybe just a little bit better, but still that small hop forward on the landing.
I think the landing was better, Tim. Better form in the air. She gets an incredible amount of height. Here's that round-off approach entry. The back handspring blind right there. She gets a lot of height, straight body, and does improve ever so slightly on that landing.
score for Milo in her second vault, a 9.8